Hi guys, today 2 John McLaughlin style alternate picking licks. These 2 licks are just purely exercises, but they're useful for looking at how to connect the different alternate picking styles and ways within one line. So for this first line we employ an arpeggio which then resolves. So now we have a little upbeat of an open string on an up stroke, and now we connect it together. So now from this we will add some chromatic notes. So we have basic as it is, it's still melodic, like I say, because we have some chromaticism in there and an arpeggio, a resolution, and it's melodic. Although it might not seem it because it's happening when you hear it quite quickly. To get to the end of this phrase, we will employ the John McLaughlin cliche. So we have, and then we sequence this, slide the hand up into position, and now just repeat it. Now you can do it using this finger or this finger. So it could be slide into position, repeat. Or in the second part we start on an up stroke because the last stroke was a down stroke. So we have, and what we do is just really cross with these 2 fingers. So starting with the up stroke, and again we just slide down into position, just these 2 fingers, slide into position, the scale, and from this major 9 chord, just take it up. So the first line as before, we'll employ a D major arpeggio. This time though it will go down as a suspended 4th. And again I'm going to start with an open E string as an anacrusis. This also works well for the alternate picking as an up stroke on the up beat. So again, it has melodic inflections. That's why John, when he's improvising, it always sounds really nice, because it's not trying to play guitar fast. There's actual melodic content or improvisational musical content inherent within it. And as I say, even in these little exercises, it's still there. Okay, so we have, and now we're moving up because it's augmented. From here on the upstroke we go into the John McLaughlin cliche, slide into position, finishing on the down stroke. Because this finishes with a down stroke, the second part starts with an up stroke. So we start with a bit of pentatonic, and now we're going to use these semitones again. Again, slide into position, and now we've got a tone, major third, down to the F sharp. This moves into E over G sharp or E first inversion. We add the C natural to make it augmented, going into A9. In conclusion, this is just a way of looking at creating quick alternate picking semi-quaver or 16th orientated jazz fusion lines on the guitar, but in a musical single note fashion, as opposed to, like I say, a sort of repetitive shred or rock guitar way. Because when you're improvising jazz or fusion, you need to be able to play single notes, even if it's just one note per string. And these exercises are quite basic, but at the same time, you can see how it connects together. It's not just doing a tremolo and hammering on anything. There's actual techniques to it, or a technique or a science to it. And it's melodic. There's actual music that's encapsulated or incorporated. You know, whether it's, again, arpeggios, pentatonics, melodies, motifs, chromaticism, it all interconnects and sort of interweaves. And most importantly, you can pluck it on the guitar. Because if you were just to try and improvise like I would on the piano, on the guitar, it's not really going to work. You have to be able to connect it together. This is the key thing. I mean, this is why John is so effective. And again, going back to this book here, it's really useful because you can't see it on here, but the lines on here are and the phrasing, this is like, it's almost like saxophone playing at times. And it's also a lot of classical stuff in there, like inversions and that sort of thing, you know, very basic things that you wouldn't expect. And because it's happening quite quickly, it's not always perceived as being as melodic as it is. But when you actually take it apart, there's lots of melodic stuff and harmonic stuff going along and resolutions and this sort of thing going along. But they're inflections, they're small, and these inflections connect together. And when they connect together, the line becomes this long, you know, beautiful improvised line. It's not just playing a scale or playing anything. And even the scales, you know, if you look at something scalic, it's actually very melodic in the way that it's done. But it happens quickly and it's not always perceived by the ear. But broken down in analysis, all of these parts suddenly make sense and you can see how it connects together, and it's extremely useful if you've got to play at a fast tempo. Anyway, if this video was of any use, then please smash the subscribe button, because that really does keep the channel going. Smash the like button, that really helps me with the algorithm. Click the notification button if you like the video, and write a comment if you want, and I'll see you all in the next video. And thank you for watching.